Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on replacing one of the clutch pressure hose that's been leaking for a little while, and also we're going to be replacing the hoses that feeds the calipers. The hose that we're going to be replacing is the pressure hose for the clutch that feeds from the master cylinder to the clutch cylinder. The part number for that is right here. I'm going to list it in the part list. Also, we have all the hoses for the brakes, the front and the back, that we're going to be replacing. All the products that were purchased from Bmw World, including the pressure hose for the clutch. So we got the car lifted up, have the tires under the car for safety, extra safety. So the hose that we're going to replace for the clutch is located on the driver's side. You can see that's right now it's leaking. It's right here. So this is the hose that we're going to be replacing it. The majority of oil has been removed from the reservoir. So we have the pan. There are some oil in the system, so once we open it, we're going to drain it in here in the pan. And you want to make sure you're wearing your safety glasses, because this oil is obviously, it's toxic. You don't want it in your eyes. What we need here is 2 wrenches. One is a 17mm for the top, right here, and the other one is the 11, which goes towards the master cylinder right here. And I'll go ahead and open them up and remove the hose. So I have the connection loosened up. So as I said, there's a 11mm wrench to open that fitting right there towards the master cylinder. On the other side, you need a 17mm on the bottom, and there is also a nut on the top side, which is also an 11mm. So you want to put one wrench on top, the 11mm, and then the 17 on the bottom, and get that open. So it's already loose. I'm just trying to drain the oil, and then I'll take this out. Alright, let that drain a little bit. It's always a good idea at this point, you could also take that cylinder out and inspect it. Make sure it's in a good condition. I think you have that 11mm on top, and it's holding it. I'm just gonna unscrew this. There it is. I move the tray over. Alright, so okay, this hose is out. Let's clean up and put the new hose in. This is the new hose. Again, this is 11mm wrench, and then this side, on the other side, the bottom side, is going to be 17, and then also we got to put a 11mm on top. All right, now let's go ahead and replace this hose. You can see it's all cracked, and it's time to change. So in order to release this or unscrew this, we need a 11mm wrench for the top connection, and for the bottom connection We need a 14 millimeter, and also there's a grommet there that comes with the kit. The kit that I purchased from Beamer World. So there's a front and the rear. This is for the front. That's the part number. Now we're going to remove this here. So that's a 14 millimeter. So now let's work on the rear side. There are two lines, two type of hose here, two connections. One is in here on top, you could see, and one is at the bottom of the caliper. It's hard to see here. However, the part, the kit that I ordered from Beamer World, and this is the part number, and it's, you could see there's four lines. It's a kit, so one for here, it's different type of connection. Both ends are similar, and the one that fits the caliper on the bottom side, it's a different type of connection. So in order to open this, we need a 11 millimeter wrench. And in order to open the other side, we need the 14 millimeter wrench on the back. Let's see if we could zoom in better. So we got 11 here and 14 on the back. Alright, so this one is out. Now we're going to do the bottom side. So this is the hose on the bottom side. It's going to get a 14 millimeter in here. And then the other side, it's kind of hard to see. Right here. And same way, 14 on one side and 11 on the other side. To take the calipers out, we need a 50 millimeter socket. Take the sensor out. Okay, the caliper is out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all the calipers. And to remove the calipers, similar. Two bolts holding the caliper. We got the sensors. And since the hose is already disconnected, the caliper will come right out. We have our E36 325IS calipers out. These are the front calipers. I'm going to go through the disassembly process, get them cleaned, order new parts, and reassemble it back and put it back on the car. So we have our pads out. This is the retainer spring, the bolts. I'm going to throw it into the degreaser bucket. This is the bleeder valve. I'm going to take it out. This is a 8mm. Correction, 7mm. So before I take this out, let's blow the piston out. Put a wood here so it doesn't damage the piston. I've got to blow air into the intake valve. I'm going to cover it so it's safe. There it goes. Piston is out. Get some oil. Alright, now we can take out the bleeder valve. 7mm. I'm going to take that rubber out. There's a cap here. Take the rubber out, you can just use a screwdriver. I'm going to put some lubricant. It works better with lubricant. All right. Let's see. There you go. Alright, there you have it. Everything disassembled. I'm going to throw it into a degreaser for a day and then I'll clean it up. Alright, so this is a part number for the rear. This is a 325IS E36 1993. So this is the part number for rear. That dust cover boot and the seal, and this is the front one, a little bit larger. So we're gonna go ahead with the rear caliper. Some grease in the groove. A little bit of tedious job putting the seals and the caliper dust, this piston dust boot. I did one off the camera and it took a while, so the seal is in. Make sure the seal is sitting all the way nice and smooth. There's no twist in it. This is the old dust boot. It looks okay. There's no rip. We had one that was ripped, but this is the new one I ordered. It's outside of it is a little bit smaller, but everything else works. It does cover the opening of the cylinder here, so it's fine. We're going to go ahead and use that. Put some lube here. So the way we're going to do is we're going to go from this way. Make sure that we're putting it in the right way. This is where it sits in the groove. So we're going to go from outside, push it in. Then we're going to pull it all the way back. Down where it's about a little bit out this portion, so we could play with it and try to put it in the groove. This part is a little bit tedious, putting this in there, so it'll take a little bit of time. Actually went in pretty good, so you could check everything is sitting well in the groove. And our piston, we're going to push this in. You could push it in by hand, or I use a clamp here to make it easy. Make sure it's not going in sideways. So some of this grease on the sliders, the back side. This goes on the caliper piston side. Grease here as well. torque value for the rear one is 40 foot-pound, 49 foot-pound. Just that. And it's a 15 millimeter socket. The front is 16. Right, the brake sensor. Okay, we got the brake sensor in completely. I'm gonna put that spring in. So I bring the spring in the front side. I made a mistake. I put it in the back of this. Supposed to go on this side. Supposed to go front of this. So we're gonna position them in the front and push it in. Just like this. There we go. That's nice and tight. I have to fix the front one. Our new part number is the rear side. So I call this inner. So the inner goes here. This is where the hard line goes. This is the inner, so you want to do the caliper side first. Okay, so this side is done, just to show you guys. So we got the hard line coming here. This is a new hose here connected to another hard line which I showed, and then from that side it goes to the caliper, right? You can see that everything's tight on this side. This side is done, and I'm gonna work on the last side, the other side, and next step is gonna be bleeding the system, adding oil, adding brake fluid, and bleeding the system.